Hello. I wanted to do a book review, but not really a review because it's basically, once again, just me talking about something that I really like a lot. It's called Love, Lucy. It's written by Lucille Ball and it's her autobiography. And Lucille Ball has become just in the last few months, has become one of my favorite actresses and celebrities that of like ever, because I Love Lucy is such a great show. I love it. I watch it basically every night at dinner time. I'll chuck it on, and my family's gotten really into it as well. Like my sister now, she's always like, oh yeah, yeah, put on I Love Lucy, and when it's on, my mum just laughs so much. Like she just, it's great, and I love watching it. Every episode is so different. It's fantastic. It's like to me, it's like the original sitcom. It's just like when they were doing it, it was like they were the first to basically. I don't know how to explain it, but basically, yeah, it's so good, and it feels so modern as well. But that's the show. But this is the book. Basically, what happened was Lucille Ball. She wrote later on in her life. She wrote. I think it was like in the 1960s or something. This was after her divorce with Desi Arnaz, who plays her husband on the show. She wrote an autobiography of her life, and then at the end of it, she didn't publish it. She just kind of just left it in the drawer, kind of like somewhere in the house, and nobody knew about it until after she passed away. I think her kids found it or something like that, and then they read it and they thought, oh wow, this is really good. And by that stage, Lucy had passed away and Desi had passed away, and so they thought it would be good to share with the world this autobiography, and I'm really glad they did, because you get to. It's like basically, the book is so good because it's basically it's written in her own words, and it's like she's just talking right to you. Like it feels like she's sitting right next to you, talking to you about her life, and it's such an amazing life as well. Like, the book grabbed me from the first word, like the very first sentence I read. I just liked it already. I just was trying to read what the first sentence was, but that first sentence I worked out was her daughter writing about her mom. Trying to think what the first sentence is. Well, that's a picture of Lucy as a baby. It's got like photos in it as well, which is really cool because you get to see these photos of these people and stuff. It's really awesome. I'm a Leo. I was born on a Sunday, August 6th, 1911. Unfortunately, everybody knows my birth date because I told the truth when I first came to Hollywood. I grew up not on the sidewalks of New York City as some people think, but in the beautiful resort area of Lake Chautauqua, New York, near the green wooded Allegheny wilderness. So that's like, when I started reading that, I was like, wow, that's cool. And I just kept reading it, and like it goes from when she was a kid, with her family and how her family was with her granddad and everything, and it's awesome. And then it just goes through like her meeting Desi, and then her career in the movies, and then later on their time on the show together, on I Love Lucy and stuff like that. It's so good getting his insights onto like what she thought of Desi, and like it's fantastic. Like I really loved it, like reading it, and then when I was watching the show, I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like I know more depth about like kind of like the background and stuff. If you're a fan of I Love Lucy and you're interested in reading her autobiography, I definitely recommend getting the book. It's worth reading it. I really enjoyed it, and it gave me a lot of insights. Like also has a lot of wisdom and stuff. It's just great. It's basically just her just talking to it's like she's talking to you face to face about her life and stuff. It's fantastic. I don't know what else to say except that I really 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 liked it a lot. I like her. I like Desi. Yeah, it's very. She says it like so. Honestly, like she recounts her life and stuff. It's really good. I don't know what else to say except, yeah, it gives me a lot of insight onto like the show and stuff, and Yeah, because it gets a little sad at the end because like later on she does Desi and her kind of like they became so successful and stuff and got really busy and it just their personalities just didn't kind of mesh, you know. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it's a bit sad, but then it got better at the end. But still, like, I wish their life was exactly like on the show. No, actually no, but it's kind of yeah, I guess you can't have that, but I'm really glad that they made that show because it's like giving generations afterwards like laughter and stuff. It's awesome, and I'm glad that she wrote that autobiography so that we get to know her better, like what she was like. It's funny, like reading that, it feels like I know her really well now. Like it's incredible. So that's it for this kind of talking about the book. I just wanted to say, like, if you're a fan of Lucille Ball or interested in anything like that. Okay, I'll just say a few things that stuck out in my mind that I saw. I think, what was the actress that was always dancing with Fred Astaire? Ginger Rogers. Ginger Rogers' mum was working at the studio that Lucille Ball was, and what Ginger Rogers' mum would do was she would train like a whole bunch of up and coming actresses and stuff and teach them everything. She put on like little shows and stuff to train them and stuff. And she saw Lucille Ball and she thought, okay, this girl's got a lot of talent. And she said to Lucille Ball, are you willing to work hard? Are you willing to give me the next 2 years of your life? Like, you might have to sacrifice your social life, do everything you can, but then I'm gonna, you know, but you'll get a lot out of it. And then Lucy's like, yep, I'll do that. And then she worked so hard, but she gained so much, and it was such a generous spirit, you know. Like in the book, Lucille talks about all these people who helped her a lot in her career and stuff like that. Some tips she said was like when she does a scene in like the comedy show, she has to believe it. Like she has to really believe it. Like if she believes it, then it's funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like she can't do a scene unless she really feels, you know, believes in the scene. And also she talked about how her and Vivian Vance, who plays Ethel on the show, they had a lot of fun doing it, like doing the show. It was yeah, it was really cool. I guess you have to read it to get the full gist, proper gist, but I think that's all I want to say. But I really like that book a lot. I'll show it one more time. It's called Love, Lucy.